You like to be dominated, Pooch?
I like a woman on top.
No, that's not what I meant.
I mean, it varies, right? There's levels to the domination, right?
Yes.
I'm never, ever. I don't. I remember in a previous conversation where I was just like, I'm not into like masculinity and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I don't really resonate with that stuff. But I also don't resonate with the guys that spread their legs like a woman and then the woman is doing the thrusting. That shit is strange to me. Like, it just looks weird. It ain't for me. I'm not judging anybody out there.
I'd give it a try. I've never tried it, but I'd give it a try because I think all the fun of sexuality is exploring and trying new things.
They say that's
I
how
don't know
Xbox
what
people
he's
fuck.
talking about, but I'm interested now.
For the first topic, ladies and gentlemen, would you let your woman dominate in the bedroom? And if so, does that affect your masculinity as a man? Like, do you feel like, oh, I'm not a man if I let her dominate in the bedroom? And by dominate, I'm not saying like oh, maybe if that's you're into, but like her banging you or whatever, or I'm just saying like if she's the aggressor and you're just taking it. Like, you know, what do you guys think about that?
I'm gonna curse a lot.
Okay.
I'm just so maybe some of you guys want to go first.
Like, are you gonna act it out or something? What do you mean you're gonna curse a lot?
There's intricacies to having sex, so I feel like when you throw those in there, some of those are gonna be, mixed in with curse words.
Go ahead, though. Hit me with the curses.
Like, it's awesome that you want to be so masculine. I'm gonna fuck her the way I want to fuck, and I want to do the way I'm fucking the man, and I'm fucking. But like, let's be real. You only got like 2 or 3 moves. Sex kind of becomes this same 2 or 3 move shit where you get that one position that you kind of like, and once you start like where you're like, oh, we've been here 20 minutes, get into the position. And she knows what time it is too. So it's like, that's cool. But in my opinion, the sex becomes very dry, and like women have wants and needs too. Once you get to the point where a woman is even comfortable telling you the deep, darkest, nastiest shit that she's into, like, you've already gotten to a certain level with that person. Not everybody's going to tell you their fetishes when they first meet you. You know what I mean? We're not out here actively seeking pregnant women. But, yeah, I thought that would get him. I guess it didn't. So anyways, I feel like once you get to the point where a woman even wants to do shit with that you would feel is outside of your masculinity, I've said this in the past, how is anything that you're doing with a woman could be called homosexual, gay, all this shit. Like, you're doing it with a woman, first of all, and if you're getting pleased and she's getting pleased, I feel like in my relationships, we've taken some, she's eaten my crusty ass. I've sucked on her pissy
I don't like the word
vagina.
crusty in that context.
Why is your ass
Don't
crusty?
like that.
Listen, bro, sometimes you don't always get to shower before you want to do all these things, okay?
This is pre-bidet though.
This is pre-bidet though.
crusty.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And her, it was a little cheesy. You know what I mean? Down there. Sometimes.
Oh my God! Move on. Keep this story rolling.
Sometimes, you know what I mean? People take sacrifices for their relationships is all I'm saying. And I feel like sexuality is such like a wide spectrum that for you to want to continue this, I'm going to fuck her in 3 positions and like just do this for the rest of our relationship, it's kind of boring.
So you're okay with her dominating you in the bedroom?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
I feel like what you
Yes.
allow your woman to live out some of her fantasies as well.
So yes,
Just
you're
like
saying yes.
you are getting what you want in the relationship, let her get some too.
So,
Let her shove her pinky right up your ass.
My
Right
answer,
up the ass.
my answer is also yes, because the great philosopher Ruby Rod once said, "I don't want one position; I want all positions."
Yes. I don't know who that is, but fuck yes. I agree with that.
Ruby Rod is Chris Tucker's character from Fifth Element.
Oh, yes.
bro, that,
he was definitely
was
like
wild.
the first. He was definitely the first, like sexually ambidextrous character that I've seen on TV. Like I was like, I don't know if he's gay or he clearly likes women, but he's giving off some like some free living vibes. Okay,
Ruby Rod was just pure sex. He was. That's all he was. He was just pure sex.
I was like, all right. Sorry, I didn't want to hijack the middle of your story, though, or the middle of your response. But I was just thinking, like, this whole pregnant woman thing. Like, I was thinking about it. I was like, yo, Tony would have a field day. Like, if he would just hang out at the OBGYN, and then there's just pregnant women just walking in all day getting their ultrasounds, and it's just like that's where it's at for like the prego pussy scene. That is the scene. Is at the OBGYN.
Actually,
because I don't think you're encountering pregnant women in a lot of other places.
Yeah, you are. I can name them off the top of my head right now. Quick, 5.
Please
Check me
I'm
out.
gonna say supermarket.
No.
Target.
No.
The mall in the kids area where the kids play.
What a creepy place to go pick up a woman. What an absolute
Hey,
creepy place to go try to pick up someone.
And I'm telling you, right?
You're just hanging out at the playground.
Check me out. The pet store. Another one.
No.
Facts.
The percentage of people at the fucking pet store that are pregnant, you're out of your goddamn mind. They can't. Pregnant women can't even get close to cat litter, or they'll fucking poison their child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. If you see a pregnant woman
Chuck E.
at the
Cheese.
pet store, red fucking flag.
Chuck E.
Don't
Cheese
fuck with her.
is
I'm telling you
another
right
one.
now.
Chuck E. Cheese is another one.
where her family can actively see it.
No, they never bring their family there. It's just the kids that they bring. Just
Tony's just naming places that a pregnant person can be.
You know what's sickening is that Pucho has had pregnant pussy. Pucho has had pregnant pussy, and he knows the difference between prego pussy and regular woman pussy. He knows the difference. There's a difference. The fact any man who had a child knows the difference.
I
There's a
think
difference.
you need to separate two things.
Here we go. You want to separate the two things.
One
okay.
is, okay, bro, listen, and I understand completely. You went through a natural process where the person you were with got pregnant, you had sex with her pregnant. This thing was new and it felt so good to you that it's like a golden years for you. It wear nostalgia glasses when you think about it. And I understand that. But the act of it's just a fetish. You got to understand.
It's not a
that.
fetish.
Yeah.
Different.
Listen, all right. So you're
It's
telling
different.
me a single mother or a woman who's pregnant, who's single, not with their baby daddy, they are horny as fuck. You're gonna mean to tell me they
You're
can't? They don't have
sexualizing
needs?
them.
No, stop.
No,
it's not
no.
sexualizing. They have their needs. They have needs too, just
You're
as like a man
absolutely
has
right.
needs.
And it's not.
So what's
to
wrong
say,
with them? You saying you can't fuck a pregnant chick?
It's not to
Nobody's
say.
saying that.
That's what
I don't
he
It's
think
said.
not
anyone's
to
made
say that.
claim.
No, that's what he
pregnant
said. That's his
women
claim.
are-
That's not my claim.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying that. Can I speak real quick?
Go ahead.
I'm not saying that pregnant women aren't attractive or can't be attractive or whatever. You could see someone and think they're beautiful, right? But like as soon as you see that they're pregnant, it kind of there's things that you're thinking. Somebody got her pregnant. If I
Who's
start to
thinking that?
talk to her, maybe her
Wait, you just said
boyfriend's
who's
gonna
to say that?
I said, who's
She's
thinking that?
Who's thinking that someone got a pregnant woman pregnant?
If she's throwing you signs, if she's saying,
that's a twitch because that's a new detail added into the the conversation.
It's a new detail. I'm not telling you to go and holler at married women who are pregnant. I'm saying that's why I say keywords. Single. Keywords.
Nah.
That's
The
what I
keyword
said.
here is
think there's a lot of
if a pregnant woman ever throws you a sign, give it a try. If that was the take, I think a lot of people would be like, interesting, but whatever. I think it's the idea of you're going out there and seeking it. I just think the OBGYN was where
I
you're
don't
at.
think
I think
never
if you
said
go,
that's what I would do.
I think if you go to a
Absolutely.
mall or a pet store or a Chuck E. Cheese, like you say, looking for pregnant women, I think your success rate is going to be rather
I
low.
never said I'm out there
I think
looking
you're
for
going-
pregnant
the
women.
OBGYN is where it's at.
I'm gonna toss it out there. I also think that your success rate at the OBGYN is gonna be low too, because they're gonna be real creeped out by a dude just hanging around outside the
That's not even
OBGYN.
the thing. That's not even the case.
You get to
These
shoot your
guys-
shot more often, though.
These guys are
I
flipping.
guess
a
you're just
numbers
playing a
game.
numbers game.
It's a numbers game.
These guys are
the
flipping
the
it.
prego pussy's a numbers game, bro. Almost none are gonna want you because
You
they're
motherfuckers
pretty
are
much all
flipping it,
clean.
bro. Stop
the
flipping
percentage of single pregnant women.
it. Doe, you are flipping it. I said, yo, if you have a chance, fuck a pregnant chick. That's what I said. That was
Yo,
my
I
original
hope
shit.
One day,
All
the
I'm saying
wo-
is, you no, bitch, let me fucking finish, bitch, because you've been cutting me off. All I
want
said is,
Tony
yo,
to either
if
be
you
in
can
two
fuck a pregnant
situations.
chick,
Either
fuck a
A,
pregnant chick.
he's
That's it.
perpetually keeping somebody pregnant so that he's like maintaining this
Ooh.
fucking this pedestal of what life could be, or he's constantly swapping his girlfriends to just find the next pregnant chick
This nigga's
that he's
out
just
of his
hopping on to the
fucking
next
mind.
wave. Either one, probably
man
the
is out
latter.
of
Because
his
It's
after
just a
she's
different-
pregnant, what's gonna happen?
He's dipping. He ain't having
Right?
a baby. He ain't raising that kid.
Niggas got to
The
shoot
fun
it
is
up and
over.
dip. Like, bro, you're fucking a pregnant chick. You ain't got to worry about no condoms. You just
I mean,
We
that's,
ain't
that's,
gonna rehash the
that's,
whole
and then
conversation.
that's inaccurate.
she's pregnant. You're not gonna pregnate her again.
STDs exist, bro.
Oh no, that's different. Some people in this podcast don't use condoms. I don't know who, but I'm just saying some people in this podcast
What
don't
does
use
that have to
condoms.
do with the? What does that have
I'm
to do
going
with
off of what
anything?
this man just said about STD.
Yo,
Some people
we
don't care about
promote
that.
safe sex on this podcast.
I don't know about
Tony.
you,
I hope
Doughboy. I'm just letting you know.
alright,
I don't know
sorry.
about you.
All right,
If
I
you're,
know
if you're
me.
not using condoms, you better be very,
That
very
you
regularly
goddamn right.
tested.
You
And
goddamn right.
Absolutely, test yourself.
Niggas who don't use condoms need to go use condoms.
I do agree with that. I don't think
That's
I
a
condoms
agree
fact.
should
with
be
that
used.
too.
I
agree
hope-
with
I
that
hope-
too.
Especially if you're going about in your life just chasing after pregnant women.
You know what?
all
I
day.
see. This is the problem with this fucking podcast. Y'all niggas
I
flip
think
words.
it depends on how you engage with sex, though. Like, obviously, saying use condoms is definitely the right approach because you're erring on
Facts.
the side of safety there. But the conversation was specifically, I don't like having the conversation from the perspective of the person who doesn't like condoms, right? They were saying they don't like having sex with just random people. So they like to get to know people before they engage sexually. By the time they engage sexually, they maybe feel comfortable to have sex without a condom. Just like any of us, right? You would have sex with a condom for a period of time, and then you would be like, all right, cool. I know this person enough that I'm going to take this little risk, right? Big risk. I'm not trying to downplay the risk.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, being
So being
dominant in the
dominated.
bedroom.
Do you like to be dominated, Pooch?
I like a woman on top.
No, that's not what I meant.
I mean, it varies,
that's-
right? There's levels to the domination, right?
Yes.
I'm never, ever. I don't. I remember in a previous conversation where I was just like, I'm not into like masculinity and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I don't really resonate with that stuff. But I also don't resonate with the guys that spread their legs like a woman and then the woman is doing the thrusting. That shit is strange to me. Like, it just looks weird. It ain't for me. I'm not judging anybody out there.
I'd give it a try. I've never tried it, but I'd give it a try because
don't know.
I think all the fun of sexuality is exploring and trying new things.
They said that's how
I don't know
Xbox
what
people
he's
fought.
talking about, but I'm interested now.
I mean, you know how a woman like think of missionary, right? A woman's on her back, and let's say the man's standing up, right? And they're having sex. There's people that flip the role So the man is laying down with his legs spread, but then you gotta like, he's pushing down heavy on his cock, and the woman is just going straight at him, like if she's the one drilling him. You know what I mean?
That's hot.
But it looks so weird. Like I can't even take it seriously. Like you're literally a dude. You look like a turtle on your back right now. Like it just looks hilarious, and I wouldn't be able to take myself seriously like that. I would.
What's
just be
wrong
difficult.
with laughing during sex?
Nothing.
The
Nothing
what?
at all.
Literally, this is what he's saying. I don't know if you can see that.
Hey,
That's what
what are you
he's
doing?
saying. No, I'm just showing. I'm just showing. What you can. It's a picture.
I mean, it's the sexual episode.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
anybody's gonna show any sexual shit, it might be this.
There's no
episode.
pornographic on there.
I didn't see any. I didn't see any nudity. or
Yeah,
anything.
there's
so
no
let's try to
nudity.
keep it. Yeah, no nudity, but
There's no
sexual
nudity.
positions like some Kama Sutra shit. I would like to know.
No, that's a difference. That's a difference of what Pucho's saying. They're like, it's like she had a strap on and she's fucking you. That's the type of position
No.
that he's saying. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think that's what Pucho was saying.
That is called
No, what are you
pegging,
talking
Tony.
about?
You're getting fucked in your ass.
No,
that is called
I'm
pegging.
saying the positioning that she's putting you in. You're fucking her with your penis.
It's
But I'm
just
saying
a-
that the position
just
that
a
she
position.
has you in is like you're the one that's at vulnerability. Like you're the one with your legs to your shoulder. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, it's
There-
kind of
you
hot.
wanna
there
try
could,
that.
There could be some thrill in that. The role swap is not necessarily
Some-
unattractive.
It's
Some of
literally
my-
like the cowgirl position, right? But the angle of attack is changing, and it's just getting weird, I think. And I say weird not as a judgment on anybody who's cool with these moves. It's more like me doing this, I would feel like a goofball. Like I wouldn't be able to really be into trying this, like, and being
you would-
into it.
You would feel awkward, right?
It's so awkward. It'll be
I
hilarious.
think you need to dive into that feeling during sex. All of my best times that I've had sex, some of it wasn't even sex. It was sexual. It was shit I wanted to try. I wanted to teabag somebody. I was like, yo, I want to try this. So I did it, and both of us were dying laughing because the shit was just hilarious, and it felt awesome, and we both had a good time. And there was one time I tucked my balls in her vagina. I put both of my balls in her vagina and like pushed them in there, and then I kind of just started rubbing. Bro, that shit made her nut. Surprisingly, she found that shit super hot. She was really into it. And
I'll say this: you have iron balls, my friend. Because if I was like,
I got
popping
squishy
my
balls. I
huh?
got squishy. They're like saggy and squishy.
I'm just saying. I'm saying you got balls of steel, because my balls would have hurt. I think of popping them into.
They definitely hurt, and I wasn't popping them in. I was getting as much as I could in, like.
Yeah, I know, but the motion of getting it in there, I think
Yeah.
it's a squeeze. I think it wouldn't feel too.
It felt crazy.
You
but
might
it
want to
felt
go to the
good, too.
doctors.
Damn. Why?
So boring, so vanilla, so it's just like you're not willing to open your
So
mind.
vanilla's boring
wait,
now.
Yeah.
It's literally the most boring ice cream flavor. Yeah.
Without
Wait, so
vanilla,
Tony,
you
you ha-
can't
you-
have a
you-
lot of
you-
fucking
have you-
flavors.
Have you even ever tried any type of being dominated or anything like that? You've never explored it all?
The woman doesn't even go on top in Tony's house. He's the only one that does the fucking. Okay.
I don't know about what the fuck he's saying, but no, I've never
It's a
had
joke,
my legs.
motherfucker. Laugh.
I'm not laughing anywhere on this podcast with you saying some wild shit like that.
Well,
I've
maybe you
never
should call
had-
a doctor.
I've never had. I'm just saying, this
your
man's
life
saying
is.
that he's had his balls deep into some girl's pussy, and
Is that gay?
the saggy,
fellas?
the
Wow.
saggy. Why does it have to be
I
gay?
mean, I don't know if he said that they were deep in her pussy. I was assuming they were about ball depth.
Yeah, they were like ball depth. I
think
don't-
balls deep
the
means
saggy-
I was
Yes, that's
pushing it
happening
in though. There was some Gravitron 3000 going down.
If you say your balls deep, that means you in that shit. It's as deep as you go.
Yeah.
That,
So-
that-
Awesome.
get it.
from a
Great.
different measurement, though, right?
From a different perspective, I know. It's just funny. He wasn't deep. He was just balls deep. You know?
That's the real definition of balls deep. When you got
So
your balls
Doughy's
in
gonna go to the
vagina.
hospital and get his balls checked, or Actually, you were insinuating to get his mental state checked. That's
No, his
true.
balls, literally. Like, if
Yeah,
your
I
balls
think it
is
was
that
mental.
saggy that you could dip in them in balls deep like that into a vagina, there might be some problems there. Just saying.
Cool, Tony. Let's hear about the amazing stories you have.
No, I don't think I've ever been dominated in the bedroom.
Awesome.
Is there a reason like why it doesn't interest you? I'm just curious. Like I don't think that you need to be. I think that it's interesting to explore sexuality like that, but I don't think that some people are dominant, some people are not, some people can switch. Like that's fine. There's different people out there, right? I'm just curious.
Nope. The relationship I'm in, I'm the dominant. It
So
works out that way.
Only you matters. What if she wants to do something else?
I
Sorry,
don't know how you're
Doughy's
flipping
question
that
is,
into a,
what does it mean to be the dominant one? That's his actual question.
like I'm not the one. I'm not like getting my asshole ate out. I'm not doing anything weird like that. Like, it's just simple, like regular sex. Like, she can be on top, she can ride, she can do that. That's like some form of dominance, right? Like, she's doing the work. Like, that's normal shit. When I say dominant, I meant like how Pucho described earlier. Like, she's putting you in these awkward positions, and like, you're fucking her, but she's technically doing the riding. That's what I meant by dominating.
Dominant could be other things too, right? Like if you're into like bondage or rope play or something, right? Like it could be you're the one tied
levels.
down, and
I'm not
she's
doing any of
exploring
that.
you while you can't move, which is interesting and fun, right?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
doing that.
I'm definitely down for that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yo, it's a lot of fun, especially when you have that level of sexual connection with them and you both are open to your fetishes. And it's like, okay, we can play into this shit. You want to hear your shit. What I became very good at was dirty talk. Like, dude, it was crazy how turned on you can get some people just by talking to them in the manner that they like being talked about.
Yeah,
Whatever,
I think
you
that's
know?
normal. I think that comes with sex normally. Like,
That might be the least surprising thing that Doughy's ever shared about his sex life there. That he's really good at dirty talk.
the rest of that shit is wild.
Hopefully he's not using the word crusty.
Wait till you hear the type of shit he says. The
crazy.
Doughy dirt is a lot dirty.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really disagree though. I feel, again, I think there's levels to the dominance. Like I said, I think like some bondage or letting or just saying, all right, I'm not gonna do anything. You could just take full control, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, those things are cool and interesting to me, but like, I don't feel comfortable, I don't think, getting on all fours and then pushing my cock back so far that she's hitting me doggy style. Like, like with my, like,
You never got your dick sucked from the back?
I don't know if my cock goes that way.
I don't think that's like
It's hard. It's not easy.
I've never tried. I feel like it doesn't go that way though.
Yeah, but you could try. Come on,
I'm
guys.
talking about getting. I'm talking about getting hit doggy style. I'm not talking about getting sucked
like
from
you're
the
just
back.
getting sucked. That's different than.
It's very different.
It's something different.
But that's not what we're talking about.
I'm not opposed. I've heard a lot of horror stories about like the penis can break. Like that's a thing that can happen. I'm not trying to risk that.
It's a powerful organ, but there's limits.
Mm-hmm.
I think my limit is pushing it so far back that a woman could hit me doggy style. I don't think it'll go that way. I think you need like one of them porno cocks where it's like detached from the base due to God knows how much trauma their cocks have endured. And then they could just fucking just bend it however the fuck they want. But it don't work that way.
Yeah,
all I'm saying is like keep your especially how we were talking about keeping our minds open, is keep your mind open to your partner and make sure that both of you are enjoying this, because I have talked to plenty of people, especially women, like that shit gets old for them. Your three-part strategy that you do every single time, it just
gotta spice it up.
It's nice to switch things up. You know what I mean? And give maybe your partner a choice, or, you know, Other
bit of
things.
a little bit of lingerie helps. A little bit of
Oh, now
foreplay.
that.
Foreplay helps. That shit is, you know what I mean? All that shit helps. All that shit is part of that.
I'm very fond of the stripper heel.
The big ass 8-inch heel shits.
All that, any heel that's on a platform, my dick just goes crazy. If there's a line of women in front of me,
I think of the party parrot that
Yeah.
is just moving like that. That's how his cock is going as soon as he sees them.
The
fucking
woman I
platform, yeah.
pick is the one that I like her heels the best. Mostly at the end of the night, I'm like, those are some fire ass heels. I'm gonna holler at her.
Is the hope that they'll crush your balls with those heels?
Oh my god.
No,
sounds
I just want
awful.
them headed up in the
I
air.
see. So you don't even want the insinuation of ball crushing.
No, that sounds terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, I get that some people are
Yeah.
into that, but I don't. It breaks my brain. Why?
Oh yeah, the whole getting your balls kicked in. Oof. Now let's talk about the BSDM scene. Would any of you be interested in anything
BDSM?
like that? BDSM, being talked down to.
I don't like the degrading stuff. That's
I'm not into that either.
I don't have any kind of like kink in that sense.
Yeah.
I don't
I
want to
would
be
feel
degraded.
you would like that shit though.
What about the? No, I'm not into that shit. I don't like when you talking bad to me. I don't know. I don't
But
like
it's a
anybody
female.
talking bad
Like
to
you
me.
might get turned on by that shit.
Nope.
She whips you in the
Nah,
back.
you
Shut
hear-
the
have you
fuck
seen
up,
that
though.
shit?
No thanks.
Nah, they got you crawling on all
Okay.
fours, getting whipped, talking about how you're
Whips.
inadequate and you got a
Whips.
little ass dick. It's like, ain't nobody trying to
Don't we
hear all
always
that.
wanted his diaper change? This is part of that shit too.
No,
It's tangential, but it ain't the same.
I can get down with some bondage. I can like some ropes and things like that. I'm not into impact play on me personally. I don't want to be whipped or spanked or
No.
caned or anything. It's not my thing. I don't find anything sexy about bleeding during sex. I don't want to see my blood during sex.
Yo,
It's a limit on me.
Somebody got mad at me because they wanted to scratch the shit out of me. And she wanted to let it rock. I'm like, but you're making me bleed. I'm like, that's not how you want me to keep performing under that type of pressure is beyond me.
No, but
He
you
needs-
just
like,
said
he
you got
needs
to be
all the
open
blood-
to it.
He needs all the blood down there he can get. You're stealing my blood right now.
My back was like World War One, bro. It was crazy. It was like special war weapons were used on my back.
She
Yeah,
committed
that
a war
shit's
crime.
uncalled for.
Shit was like when they were hauling that recent Jesus down the block
Oh
and they
my
were
God.
whipping the shit out of Jesus. And Jesus turned around to the actors and was like, what the fuck?
Jesus went against his teaching. He started fighting back. He did not turn the other cheek. That shit was hilarious.
That's how I'm gonna be. I'm not into that getting hurt because I don't like getting hurt in real life. I'm a big baby. I see blood. Oh, I'm gonna die if I see blood.
I think it's a type of sexual assault. I think you're mid-sex and they're trying to get away with something.
There's some shit called bloodletting.
Yeah, that's very
Knife play is a whole thing, but like there's agreements, right? Like if you're gonna do some shit like this, there has to be agreements prior to this. You can't just
Safe
cut me
words.
mid-sex and expect it to be cool. If it's accidental, right? That's fine. That's doable. But yeah, I don't want to be purposely
Well,
made to bleed. That's
I'm
not my
sure
thing.
we've all been scratched a little too hard, and you just sort of like accept
Play it off.
This is the cost of doing business.
I'm like the furthest I could go is like orgy gangbang. Maybe. That's about it, all right?
well, if you made
What?
it this far in this section here,
I missed something. I've totally missed something.
please subscribe to our YouTube page. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok, Instagram. We're on Spotify for audio only listeners. Please subscribe, share, like, comment. We're getting a bunch of comments. We're loving it. We're liking it. We're laughing at it. Please feel free to comment and share, man. We appreciate all the help and positivity, feedback, even the negative ones.
Help us get to 500. We're at 250 right now, which is very exciting. But we want to double that. We want more. We want to build.
Double that shit after July. Or after June.
Double
it after
as soon as
June.
possible.
After June, you could double it up. I like it. Remember
he doesn't want to shave his beard.
Exactly. Yeah. They forgot.